Great, it's wonderful to be here. It's very exciting to do this course. Political polarization is a little like the weather. Everybody talks about it, but nobody seems to be doing anything about it. But it certainly affects us, and it's seemingly every day, given what we've been seeing in the newspapers. So this course is Polarization and Governing the American Electorate. We are going to deal with a bunch of different topics. What is it? Turns out polarization's not as simply defined as you might imagine. It's not just people are against one another. It's exactly how they're having arguments with one another. How did it develop? What does it mean for the operation of the U.S. Congress and the executive? And we're going to see a lot of that in the next few months, so this course will be very topical. We'll certainly be talking about current events as we go through. What does it mean for public policy? Will we be able to solve some of the really tough problems we have? And what's to be done? Is there any way to decrease the amount of political polarization? I've got an all-star group of people coming to speak. Mo Fiorina from Stanford University, who's written the book on public opinion and political polarization. John Ellwood, who's at the Public Policy School here at UC Berkeley, who's an expert on political polarization and the budget process, both at the national level and in the California context as well. Paul Pierson, who's written a great book with Andrew Hacker about political polarization. The claim is, in their case, the Republicans are mostly responsible, and so you'll get to hear his thesis about that. By the way, I agree with them. And I'm just not playing to the crowd here. Sadly, the data seem to show us that. It's the Republicans who have moved further to the right than the Democrats have moved to the left. The Democrats have also moved to the left, and they're not perfect or angels in this circumstance, but the Republicans have been especially intransigent and difficult, as you may have noticed. And since I'm in Berkeley, I can say that. And I hope there's somebody who dissents from that. It'd be sort of fun. Somebody who will argue with me that, no, it's all the Democrats' fault. We have Eric Schickler coming, who's an expert on Congress and especially on the filibuster. So he'll talk about that whole issue, what could be done about that. That is one of the ways we might solve some of the problems. And I think I've gotten Barbara Sinclair, who's an expert on Congress from UCLA. She's going to come up and talk about historically how political polarization developed in Congress. So I think it's a really exciting group of speakers. It's an incredible topic. So I hope to see a large crowd there to argue with us. Especially, it'd be nice to have some conservatives if we could find any. So if you're out there, if you're a conservative, please come. I would love to have the dialogue so we get people who are arguing with us about where the cause lies, because as you know, there is a difference of opinion about who's to blame for this. Watch Fox, you'll get a quite different story than if you look at MSNBC or Current. So anyway, so it's an exciting course. Look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.
Thank you.